Yeni məhsul, tanış dad, bizim burger və bizim rol. McDonald's'da.
Üz ağrısı, burun tutulması veya öskürək sizi narahat edir. Resperomirtol Forte, bronxit zamanı yaranan öskürəyi və
Where are you going to place the proceeds of those sales? I believe that Chairman Powell has placed them in sort of funds which are very difficult to individually influence. Do you propose to do that?
Yeah, I propose to put them in permissible assets that are as close to cash or treasury bills as I possibly can. I haven't selected anything, but it will be as plain vanilla as possible so that there would be no appearance or reality of having any influence. We'll be sitting in something like cash.
Okay. Now, the question of independence is just one that I think will dominate these proceedings. This morning, President Trump was asked on CNBC, will you be disappointed if your new Fed chair doesn't cut rates right away? And President Trump answered, I would. It's very hard to separate President Trump's obsession with rate cuts, his attacks on the Federal Reserve, on Chairman Powell particularly, and your nomination. So this independence thing seems to have evaporated quite quickly between President Trump's statements and your positions. Again, you maintain you'll be independent of President Trump?
Yes, Senator, I do.
Well, President Trump constantly maintains that nobody's independent of him, that it's his morality that guides the whole United States government, including the Federal Reserve, and that you will be someone who will carry out his wishes. Frankly, do you suspect that he chose you because you indicated to him that you want to cut rates?
Senator, I don't know the reason for the president's choice, but I can tell you what I've been writing about for 15 years and what I said to the president, which is
I'll cut rates if you give me the job.
No, that's not what I said, Senator. Now, the president, as you might know, much like virtually all presidents I've either known or studied, presidents tend to be for cutting rates. I think the difference is President Trump expresses it quite publicly without surrogates or subterfuge, but presidents want lower rates. But Fed independence is up to the Fed. Fed
That's
leadership
nonsense.
has to make a decision about what's the right thing to do.
No.
In my judgment,
You're a leader. You're the leader. You establish the moral and ethical standards and economic principles of the Fed. And you just pass it off to, well, you know, it's not my job, it's everybody's job. That means it's nobody's job. Thank you.
Senator Tillis.
Mr. Chair, before my time starts,